Most of what we know about AI adoption comes from the model vendors, and it's measured in tokens and lines of code. Linear just published something different, 6 years of their own workflow data, from before AI was widely adopted, through to now. They can see the whole path, from the first issue to the pull request that closes it. The headline numbers are big. The most interesting number is the one that didn't move at all. Here it is, straight from the source. First, the honest framing, because they lead with it themselves. The adoption cut covers about 127,000 paid users, who were active in both January and June of 2026. They can only see AI usage that happens inside Linear, so anything a developer does in an editor or a terminal is invisible here. And these are Linear's customers, who skew toward teams that adopt tooling early. This is a picture of one large population, not the industry. Here's adoption by function, 6 months apart. Product went from 12% to 34%. Engineering, 12 to 30%. Design, 6 to 22%. And go-to-market, the function furthest from the codebase, 5 to 18%. Every single one more than doubled in half a year. Note that product, not engineering, climbed fastest. Run the multiples and the shape gets clearer. Product is 2.8 times its January number. Design, 3.7. But the single largest jump in the whole report belongs to chief executives at companies of 201 people or more, 9% to 36%. That is exactly 4 times, in 6 months. Adoption did not trickle down from engineering. It arrived at the top and the bottom at once. Then there's authorship. 2 years ago, fewer than 1 issue in 1,000, inside Linear, was created by AI. Today, agents and MCP clients write just under half of everything created. And on the current trend, they will shortly author more than people and integrations combined. That is a change in who files the work, not just who does it. And it happened in about 24 months. This is the one I'd sit with. The share of product managers who attached a pull request went from 3% to 10%. Designers, 1% to 8%, 8 times as many. Engineering roughly doubled too, 20 to 34%. Linear only counts pull requests in repositories connected to Linear, so anyone shipping outside that loop is invisible. These are floors, not ceilings. The people who used to describe a change are increasingly the ones shipping it. Pull requests opened per workspace are up 111% against a June 2024 baseline. That's slightly more than a doubling. And the curve matters as much as the number. Output held roughly level for the first year, then bent upward through 2026 as model quality and adoption climbed together. Their caveat is the right one. They count pull requests, opened, not merged, and an opened pull request says nothing about whether the change was any good. Now put the flat line next to all of that. Time spent on customer requests, docs and projects held steady. Changes measured in a minute per user per month. In a year when nearly everything else moved up sharply. Teams are creating more, shipping more, and deciding what to build in very much the same way they did before. AI has changed execution far more than it has changed judgment. And one more thing that should temper the productivity story. Chatting with AI and delegating issues to agents are categories of work that did not exist a year ago, and they now appear in every function's week. Nothing else shrank to make room for them. Coordination time went up, not down. So far, this looks like a layer added on top of existing work, rather than a replacement for any of it. So, adoption more than doubled in every function in 6 months, led by product and by chief executives rather than by engineers. AI now authors close to half of all new issues, and pull requests are up 111%. Non-engineers are shipping code at 3 to 8 times the rate they were 2 years ago, and planning time did not move. If you want a single sentence for where this stands in 2026, the bottleneck moved off typing, and it has not yet moved off deciding what is worth building. AI, explained simply. Subscribe to BirenAI so you don't miss the next one.